Yeah. Hi everyone, it's Sam, and I'm gonna be doing the air signs today. General readings just for, um, you know, this upcoming month in May. Any general readings for the air signs starting with Gemini. So just keep in mind that these messages may resonate or not, specifically to each person. Sometimes they will resonate one month and another month they may not, so just keep that in mind, okay? So what does Spirit have for Geminis for May? Um, we already have two cards here. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do those. Can you see? Okay. I like to check in with the camera once in a while. So for Gemini, this is what we have for you. Okay. In the bottom of the deck we have the Queen of Cups. So Gemini, Scorpio, full moon was possibly quite a bit of a time for reflecting. I feel like you specifically feel guilty, or not specifically guilty. I feel like you're in denial, perhaps about feeling a certain way about a situation. You're kind of like turning away. Maybe you did something that you kind of feel bad about, but you're not like completely you're not completely convinced that it was only your fault or that it was only your doing. And I feel like you're doing your best, or you've been doing your best to walk away from this and kind of be more at peace with yourself. I feel like May is going to be a time where you're going to try to find that peace. I feel like you feel like you need closure. I'm sensing this this like need for closure, right? Like this just kind of unsatisfaction right now. And it's kind of keeping you very bothered, very stagnant, kind of making you feel unmotivated. And here we have your commitment is being tested. So I feel like this could be a very hard time for you because you may want to still contact or still be in touch with the situation. You still may want to like react to it. You still may want to like do something about it. But I feel like if you're truly on the road to healing, or on a road to kind of accept what happened and move on from it, you're definitely going to be tested, to kind of keep on that path without actually getting distracted with whatever surroundings or whatever situation thing comes up again. I feel like in the end of the situation, towards the end of May, you're going to be very much more confident. You're going to feel more, in a way, like more like in a way more righteous. Like you're going to be at peace with yourself. I feel like right now at the current moment you may be a little emotional, you might be a little, kind of still thinking, or just constantly having the situation on your mind, but you're really trying hard to move from it. You're trying to like, all right, like I'm set, I'm done with this. So definitely be careful with like trying to reach out again, or when they reach out, like be careful on 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 taking a step backwards instead of forwards, okay, Gemini? But definitely I see a promising end of May. Very confident, more assured of yourself, and more sure of your own role that you played in this situation. Any healing messages for Gemini, please, Spirit? Movement into balance. So definitely you've been, yeah, like there's just a lot of all over the place emotions. Like you feel like you're being tugged on one side. Like you could maybe feel like one side at one time, you could feel like completely fine, and then the next day you're like completely like drained and sad about the situation all over again. So I feel like right now you're going through your own movement, your own pace of healing, and you're definitely like trying to move into that center place where you can just be right in the like middle ground for your emotions, where you can just be thinking logically about it and then also thinking emotionally. Like not, you know, there's a need for you to kind of, you know, acknowledge that you have a logical reasoning. Like maybe your side of the story is logically correct to you, and that's what matters. And then also with the emotional side, you shouldn't want to repress your feelings. Like if you feel angry, if you feel hurt, if you feel sad, like definitely endorse those feelings, because it's how we heal. It's how we feel things, okay, Gemini? Um, I'm gonna pull out one of these cute little cards from this deck for any affirmations for Gemini. Please read any affirmations, any messages for Gemini. These are a little harder to slip out. These are a lot of cards. I'm gonna go ahead and split the deck into 3. Choose the top card. So meditation for clarity. Yeah. Okay, Gemini. So you're looking at yourself in the mirror. You're looking at yourself in different lights. You're maybe thinking of growth. How can I grow from this? How can I be better? And I feel like that's, at the end of the day, that's what matters. Even though the situation may be really heavily stagnating you or making you feel unmotivated, just know that you are going through this process to grow. You know, you're going to grow. You're going to become a better person. And if there's any suggestions or affirmations from this card, is like, you know, maybe burn some sage, burn some incense, burn anything that can make you feel at peace. Maybe lavender. You know, kind of let yourself feel through things, okay? Don't ignore your emotional side. It's okay to feel whatever you're feeling, okay, Gemini? So this was your quick general message. Let me know if it resonated, okay, Gemini? Good luck with everything. Bye. Have a great May. Okay, so the next group will be Libra. Okay, so hi Libra. This is Sam. I'll be doing a general message for you for the month of May. Already have your first card. So remember that these messages are very general, and one month they may resonate and the other may not. So here we have your 3 cards. Okay, Libra. Bottom of the deck we have the 10 of Cups. So Libra, okay. I feel like right now you're exploring, my friend. You're going out and about to, you know, this doesn't have to be related to love, but like if it is, you're, you know, out there flirtatiously putting yourself out there. You're confident and you're kind of, you know, drowning in options almost, you know, you have options. This can also be related to work, like you have a lot of opportunities waiting for you right after, you know, this whole quarantine thing. But I see that you have options in one aspect or another. You have a lot of, possibly like a lot of friends, you know, a lot of significant, you know, others that are kind of like interested in you, or any like people that have crushes on you. And I feel like you're doing this specifically to kind of like see if you're ready for a happy relationship. I feel like you're kind of questioning, like, all right, like, is it time for me to finally settle down? Is it finally time for me to, like, you know, pick someone, you know, like out of all the bunch that, you know, have interest in you? So I definitely see that you're exploring your options, and you may be keeping each person, you know, separate, you know, from each other. You're not really telling them that they're an option, but I feel like it's because you're keeping your guard, because you want to make sure that they're not swayed by a possible opinion that they may form of you if you tell them, like, oh, like, by the way, this isn't like exclusive and stuff like that. So that's, you know, Libra, do you know, you have your options, and, you know, at the end of the day, you're actually really considering settling down. So like in the end, like, this is actually just a process that you're going through for yourself. But yeah, like, you're definitely being very cautious about it. You're being very, like, you know, organized with it. Here we have the new moon in Virgo, a time to give rather than to take. So I feel like you have been mostly, maybe perhaps you've been receiving a lot in these past days. Like, you've been more on like the, okay, give me the attention type of thing. But I feel like if you want to, this May, you know, if May is going to be this, you know, month where you're exploring and you want to see who is going to be a good match for you, you know, perhaps for you to settle down, you have to be willing to also kind of give in some energy into this. Like whether, you know, it's your top 3 choices or something, you know, someone that you're really like actually like focused on, try to like really invest, like not a lot, you know, not like a whole lot, but like definitely invest from your side as well, so they can kind of know who you are, and so you could kind of also like have an exchange of, you know, conversation, have an exchange of, you know, general like relationship bonds, you know, like to actually make it eventually work out. If you're gonna want to settle down with somebody, you should definitely consider sharing some things about yourself, and not letting them kind of like lead the discussion, because I feel like maybe you're very laid back on the situation because, you know, you're exploring and you have options, but you should definitely, you know, keep the option open to still express yourself if you have to. Here we have the third eye chakra and the helpless and hopeless. So you could definitely be between 2 people right now, 2 or 3 people I'm sensing. And I feel like you're really like kind of stuck, because you don't, like, maybe they're both great options, or maybe for some of you I feel like there's so many options yet you still feel like none of them are satisfying enough. So that's just for a certain of you. I'm just like, damn, like for some of you, I'm like, all right, some of you guys have 2 specific people that you're like interested in, and the others are just like, none of these are good enough. So I feel like you're really practicing opening your third eye chakra this month. You're gonna be kind of like dealing with people or like texting people, and this is gonna kind of open up your intuition to see, all right, who's kind of like giving me this bad vibe, or who isn't worth my time, etc. You're gonna be able to see through things that you usually wouldn't consider or normally like be able to see through. But definitely I see that you're kind of, you know, a little stuck, but you're considering really the option of settling down. Okay, and I'm gonna pick a little final message here. Any cute affirmations for Libra? I hope you guys could see your cards. I'm just like going with the flow and I'm not even checking. So what I did with last group, I did 3 piles and chose the one on the top. So you have listening to wisdom. So here we have this card, and it's mostly, I'm sensing like maybe you should listen to your friend's advice on this. Maybe listen to the advice of people that you care about. So if there's people that you're specifically thinking of right now while I'm talking about this, I feel like you know who I'm talking about. I feel like you're receiving advice that maybe you may not like, from your friends or from someone you care about, but you're kind of like keeping it in the back of your head. Like you could be hearing advice from like a person like, oh, I don't know if this person is really like, you know, what you're making them to be or something like that, but you're kind of like, kind of like keeping it in the back of your head, but not exactly following the advice. So definitely, you know, here's we have listening to wisdom. It could be like a, you know, we have a lot of like purple here, so definitely maybe there's something to uncover with this whole, you know, situation, the person that you're dealing with, or option. So kind of keep that in mind, okay, Libra? Just a little insight. All right, Libra, good luck with everything. I hope you have a great May, and I'm gonna be moving on to Aquarius. Bye. Okay, so moving on to Aquarius. Okay, hi Aquarius. This is a general reading for the month of May. So any general messages that are here for Aquarius, I want to remind everybody that general messages are general messages, so they may resonate one month, they may not the other. So here we have with Aquarius. Okay, so we have in the bottom of the deck, we have this 4 of Cups in reverse. Okay, just want to make sure that you can see your cards. So Aquarius, you are being perhaps very hopeful about a situation. You're being very you're starting to see things in a new light, or perhaps something that you have a lot of hope for is kind of concluding to be a dead end. um I feel like you had some type of hope maybe at the end of April or at the beginning of May. You had like a little bit of like, damn, like maybe this could work, maybe this could be, like a two-part effort, if this is with somebody else, a relationship. I feel like even parent relationship or family relationship could also be a like love relationship, but there's some relationship here that you had hopes for improving, hopes for actually um making it work. But I feel like you're realizing now, this month or this past month, that you kind of don't really have an option to stay with this person or in this situation. I feel like you're coming to the reality that this may be a very like either toxic, anxious, you may be anxious all the time when it comes to, the situation, and you're kind of like done with it. And here we have this Four of Cups in reverse as your bottom card. So definitely you feel like you feel rejected, perhaps. You want to leap towards something new because you know that this is already not going to work out. So I feel like whatever opportunities you would like say no to before, I feel like now you're considering them. You're kind of saying, all right, like I'm ready to accept any, any new thing that wants to appear in my life. I'm ready to accept it. And so you're definitely kind of, I feel like you're starting off a little reserved again. This May, you may be like um, yeah, like, conserved into your own world for a bit, but it's because you're being very cautious now, and you're open to anything at the moment. You're open to any new endeavors, any new relationships that are coming your way, with a safe mind almost that like that this won't really have a continuation. So you're taking a really big step here, Aquarius. So good for you. I'm gonna pull out a moon card for Aquarius because we just got out of full moon in Scorpio. Take time to breathe out. So this is a card for you, and it's pretty self-explanatory. I feel like maybe you're stressing out a lot about this situation not working out. Maybe you feel like you have to be rushed or something, or you feel like, all right, like this didn't work out, so I need to like find something else. Just remember to breathe out, take your time. It's okay to breathe. It's okay to grieve a little bit. Okay, it's okay to feel the emotions that you have to. But eventually, like it's gonna be, it's a healing process. It's a time, it's it's what we gotta do. We gotta be able to breathe and think about things and reflect about everything, and eventually you get to this place. Like one way or another, no matter how slow it is or how fast it is, you get to this place. Any healing advice for Aquarius? Healing advice for Aquarius. Whoa. Reunion of souls. So that is one, and then some random here. Honoring your energy. Here, that fell down. So we have honoring your energy and reunion of souls. I feel like you may have an encounter, this opportunity maybe that you rejected before. I feel like maybe there could be a reunion here with somebody from the past, or somebody that, you thought was long gone out of your life, just because you gave this person a chance to enter, or you're going to give this person a chance to enter, because at this point you're kind of being very open about your energy, about your investment in people, and you're being, cautious with it, but it still seems like you're being able to be inviting. Here we have honoring your energy. So definitely, like I said, growing is a process. So you have to feel through whatever you have to, and you have to honor almost any feeling, any emotion that you feel through this process. Make sure that you honor it, and that I don't know, this is it's like a ladder, it's like a ladder process. Sometimes you have to take a step back, and then sometimes you just keep growing after that, all right? So I'm getting that big vibe from Aquarius, like wanting to take steps back, and that being completely okay. So any cute affirmation or last message for Aquarius? I'm gonna split the deck into 3. Okay, gratitude and thanks. So at this moment, Aquarius, I feel like you're gonna have a lot to be thankful for, and this kind of reminds me of this one, honoring your energy. We have gratitude and thanks. So I feel like you're gonna be, you know, going through this process of, you know, forgetting this person or forgetting the situation because you know it had to end, but you're gonna be kind of thankful at the end of the day. You feel more free, you're gonna feel more relaxed, you're gonna feel like, oh, like a weight was weighted off your back for not having to deal with it anymore. It's gonna feel so great. I feel like once you get to that point, and you're just gonna be very thankful. You're gonna be grateful for the people that helped pick you up out of this. And I feel like your healing process is going to go beautifully, Aquarius. It's going to be fine. Don't even worry about it. You're going to get yourself back on your feet. It's going to be exquisite. Okay, Aquarius. I hope you liked your reading. I hope it resonated. Let me know if it did. And I'll see y'all in the next video. Bye.